Hi FlossTube, I'm Sally, StitchySally here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. Welcome to my channel, which is mostly about cross stitch. If I have any live stuff, that will be at the end, so you can skip it if you want to. Today is Wednesday the 31st of August 2022. For some reason I keep wanting to say October, but it is August. And this is FlossTube number 32. Very warm welcome to my channel about cross stitch. And I have been informed today by one of my lovely viewers and commenters that I have made 800 subscribers. Oh, I'm so chuffed, so chuffed. It's taken a while, but sometimes it does. So thank you very much. Thank you to any new subscribers that I've had recently. I have had a few, it goes very up and down. So yeah, thank you ever so much. I think I've had a couple of shout outs recently. I think Lynn, the Lancashire Stitcher, I think she shouted me out, so thank you very much, Lynn. I'm a bit behind on FlossTube, to be honest, at the moment. I just don't seem to be able to, not necessarily find the time, because I have got the time, but it's just getting, sort of sitting down to do it. So yeah, I'm going to get started before I totally waffle away for the first 5 minutes or so. So as it is the end of August, I will show you my book of days for August. So yeah, just one more day to go because I haven't stitched as yet today. I'm a little bit late filming today than normal. I do like to try and get it over with in the morning, before dinner. But Abby and I went round the charity shops looking for frames today. I came back with one, but at least it's one. So yeah, I haven't stickered up much for September as yet. Sorry, excuse me. Just got a few in there. So I am going to start with some finishes, and then I'll do the usual whips, teeny weeny bit of fabric haul, nothing exciting, and then I'll talk about the meetup I had on Saturday, which if you've seen my Instagram you'll have already seen the pictures and know who I met. So I'm going to start with this one, which is Blackbird Designs Eleanor Rigby, which I am stitching with Lainey on a Saturday evening. Lainey has also finished hers, and she's done hers in blues, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I've stitched mine with mostly the called for colours, and it's on 32 count vintage country mocha, and I just love how this is looking, or should I say how it looks, because it's finished. All I had left to do actually on Saturday evening was Eleanor Rigby over one, and I don't mind stitching over one, but it's when the over one on the chart is not particularly clear. Some charts do have it sort of enlarged, but this one didn't, so it was a little bit difficult for me to see. I had to keep lifting it up and looking a bit closer at it to make sure I was doing it properly. So I did say that I was going to go back to my garden club series and do the last one, which was all in a row. I changed my mind. We're allowed to do that, aren't we? So what happened was I saw somebody's finish on the Fans of Blackbird Designs board on Facebook group. I really feel like just starting again, but I'm not going to do. Of this from the Winds of Autumn book, October 31st. And I thought, I want to do that. It's coming up to, well, a couple of months, it'll be Halloween. So I thought I really want to do that. So I sorted some fabric. I'm using the onyx that I've got left over from Eleanor Rigby. Hopefully I should have enough of this. The one that isn't a brown grey. And I picked out, it's just only a tiny, tiny start. You may have to squint a bit to see it. I picked out some 35 count vintage grey. And there's my teeny, teeny start from Saturday. Not a massive amount, but it's a start. So I really like that. I'm going to have a lot of fun stitching that. So I'm just going to do my usual and put stuff away, because otherwise I'll just end up, I don't have a lot of stuff, but I'll just end up in a mess. I know I will. And I do have 2 FFOs, but I'm going to leave those until later. So my next, well, my whips. Move on to my whips now. You wouldn't think I've been doing this every year, would you? I just seem to get worse. So the next whip is Blackbird Designs What Remains. And I'm stitching this on a Tuesday evening with Barb and Mouse. And we're all stitching the same thing. Barb's not too well at the moment. She's got a trapped nerve in her neck, so she isn't getting any stitching done at the moment. Get well soon, Barb. I hope it eases for you very, very soon. And I am using mostly the called for colours. You may remember last time that I switched out Schneckley for Whiskey because I wasn't happy. And I'm stitching this on 35 count Winter Moon by Zweigart. And that is where I am at. So I've almost got the house completed. I've made a start on this basket of flowers on this. Oh, my camera went odd then. And I've done the heart and the birds. I can't remember what I had done last time, but I'm really pleased with how this is stitching up. It's looking so pretty. I really, really like it. I must admit though, last night I wasn't doing very well with it. I'm not a happy bunny. And when I'm not a happy bunny, my stitching does not go well. So that is that one. And next is my Friday sheep sale with Barb, which is Jardin Prive I Love Sheep, which you may remember was a gift from Alison, the Stitching Whippet, on Instagram. And I'm stitching this in the DMCs. I don't think it's just... Yep, it's charted in DMCs. I was just checking because I couldn't remember. And this is... it's just a random piece of fabric. It's like a lilac-y colour, which is not showing up on there at all. It looks bluey grey, but it's lilac. And that's where I've got to. I think the girl is really, really cute. So no sheep as yet, because I was too lazy. I didn't have the sheep for the thread in my floss buddy. And I couldn't be bothered. I couldn't bother to get up and go and find it. So, no sheep yet. So that's that one. Oops. And then I think I mentioned last time that I was going to go back to my third mania start, which was my third and final mania start because I gave up after that. which is the Scarlett house. Oops, sorry for the glare. No Place Like Home. This laptop's driving me mad. I can just see, you know, the little blue thing that goes round and round. I've got that in the corner and I don't know what on earth it's doing. And I'm stitching this on mostly the called for. I think the only... Tanya gives you the choice of... Sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. She gives you the choice of the 3 hand-dyed threads and the DMC conversion if there is one. So I've just basically pulled out what I had, and the only thing that I didn't have anything of was the black, so I'm just using 310 for that. So that's what I'm using there. My lovely thread keep that Chris made me. And I'm stitching this on, what's that doing there? 40 count Permin sand. And I don't know if you can see, I've started on this. This is more or less all that I've left to do now is the rows of black and white. There's 22 rows of black and white stitches. So I filled in the house windows and then got started on that. So there is quite a lot of this to do. I shall be seeing black and white in my sleep, I think, before I've finished. No, it's not, technically it's not white actually because it's oatmeal, so it's more of a creamy sort of colour. And then, I'm really sorry, I just feel all out of sorts doing this today. I do not know what is wrong with me. I don't know whether I'd started this, whoops, the last time. No, I had, I'm sure I had. It's Bent Quick Look for the Beauty. And I'm stitching this on the called for, which is 32 count vintage country mocha. And I think I did say last time, not that you'd tell from the cover photo, because it's a lot lighter. And I'm using DMCs. It's charted in Classic Colourworks, but I'm not going to buy them. So I'll just use the DMCs. And that's where I'm at. I absolutely love this. It is just so pretty. I love this house, love the shape of the house. I just love everything about this. Yep, so still a fair way to go. But yeah, I do really like how it's looking. Thoroughly enjoying stitching that one as well. So that is that one. And I've still got the Moons of 2022 in there. I need to see if I can save any of the fabric before I actually do throw it out. Right, what's in there? Oh, yeah, don't want that one just yet. So, next work in progress is Modern Folk Embroidery, Move Forward in Love. And I'm stitching the monochrome version of this. I'm doing it in a variegated thread. So that's my thread, which if you have been with me before, you'll have seen several times. It's DMC Colorist 4511. Doesn't show terribly well on my camera. and I'm stitching this on 25 count vintage sand 1/1, and there we go. It's stitching it really nicely as well. I thought it would take me quite a while because obviously these little triangles and things and do take quite a bit of doing. I did have to frog some, not last Thursday, the Thursday before. I'd made a mistake and I thought I can't leave it because it's just going to mean everything else is going to be out and it's not going to look right. So I frogged it, didn't get a lot of stitching done, but I made up for it. I made up for it last Thursday. Managed to get quite a bit done. I don't actually know what I was thinking when I cut my fabric. I think I've cut my fabric way too big and I don't know why. Normally I don't like to cut my fabric too big. I'm quite frugal most of the time with my fabric. And then sorry, excuse me. My final whip is Barbara Ann Designs Winged Dreams, which was a mystery sal. Now you can buy the pattern as a printed one or a PDF off Creative Poppy, and those are the colours, DMC. And then also in there I've got more sorted for another one of her designs. And here's where I'm at. Not too much more to go. I think maybe a couple more weeks and it'll be done. So that's 32 count Colonial Blue Murano by Zweigart. So yeah, not too much more to do now. Just got a top to fill in, and this bit here, a little bit here. Oh, and some of this up here as well that I've got to do. So yeah, hopefully next week might see a finish. I'll be pulling it out tonight, but I can't see me getting it done tonight. So I'm fully intent, once she's done, on possibly starting Dreaming in the Seashore, and that's from the Summer PNPS magazine. So that's what some of those threads are for in there. I don't know where the rest of them are. Probably it will more than likely be some of the... No, I don't know. I'll find them. Who knows? And then I also have kitted up Dreaming of Van Gogh, or Goth, however you want to pronounce it. That's all kitted up, ready to go. But this, I'm going to have to... I normally stitch in hand, but I think this, because it is navy fabric, I have exactly the right fabric in my stash. So I'm going to have to put it in a Q-snap or a hoop or something. I don't know whether my Q-snaps... Well, it's an R&R frame, which is the same as a Q-snap. I don't know whether they'll keep the tension, because I've had them quite a lot of years. So, but I did think about buying one of the Nerge hoops, but I decided against it. I don't particularly want to spend any more money on stuff. So if I can help it, if I can use my my R&R frame or a hoop, that's fine. I might regret my decision. Right, I think that is all my whips. I really feel the need to film again, to be honest. I think I just made such a mess of it today, but I won't do that. Right, I think I will go on to haul. So I had some money in my PayPal and I just picked up some 32 count charcoal grain Murano from Lakeside, and that is for Modern Folk Embroidery Moonshine Cabin. I think Charlie Feathers is using this for hers, and it looked really good. The threads really popped on it. So again, not sure how I'm going to cope with the dark fabric. And then I've been thinking, obviously, about I discussed last time having a start at the beginning of the next year for my 60th birthday, because I will be 60 at the end of the year. And I just thought, while I've got some money in PayPal, I'm going to get some fabric. And it just seems as though fabric is really hard to get hold of at the moment. Even just plain swag-art fabric seems as though there's not a lot of it about. Not where I'm looking anyway, so I don't know. So I just picked up from Peatside Needleworks, some 36 counts of Makaki and some 36 count Winter Moon, because I like both of those. I nearly got vintage country mocha. I mean, no, you don't need any vintage country mocha, you've got plenty of that. So they will just go into my stash. And I am kind of thinking that once I get down some of my fabric stash, I may well, in the future, just buy it as I need it, in the hope that I can actually get hold of it. So going to my 60th and thinking about what I might start, I probably will not buy anything new, but I might. So at the moment, choices from my stash are Stacey Nash Primitives Be Kind Sampler, or Summer Autumn Winter by Blackbird Designs, or the Hearth and Home piece from A Heart Remembers. So that's what I'm looking at the moment. I have looked and better looked, and I just cannot particularly find anything that would be special to me. So I might change my mind, I don't know. I have seen whether I will say this is where it goes, will I buy something new? I actually saw a lady had been stitching this on Instagram. Never ever seen it before. It's Cooler Design Studio. Speak to the Earth. You can see that. And hers looks absolutely beautiful, and I have fallen in love with it a little bit, so who knows, I might end up with that one. And it's smaller than any of the long dogs or the Barbara Anna All Creatures Great and Small. I do love that, but as I said before, it's big, and yeah. So I have no plans for September particularly, other than stitching what I've got on the go. I did think about doing sample September, but then I don't really want to start anything else, so I'll just, for the time being, carry on with what I've got. In October I will be starting Stitch All the Things, the Erica Michaels Stitch All the Things, with Dawn Frosty X Stitch and Elaine Welly Stitcher, so I'm really looking forward to that. I think Dawn and I are going to change the colours up a little bit. I know Dawn was talking about doing purples for hairs, so I do quite like the idea of purples actually. So I might go with purples as well, Dawn. She'll have to see about that one. So that will be getting started in October. I know that's another month away yet, but so what's that? I think that's all that. I'm probably not making any sense either. I'm probably just waffling from one thing to another, and maybe I shouldn't have filmed this today. Maybe I should have waited. Right, so on Saturday I met up with two of my long-time Stitchy friends, and as I say, if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen. So I met up with Lainey and Mouse, and it was absolutely brilliant. I will admit, I got myself in a state. I was so nervous. I've met Mouse before. I met her in 2013 and 2014. It's quite a long time ago. So she arrived first. We met up at our local factory outlet shopping centre. So we waited for Lainey to arrive. Met Lainey's husband and daughter and Cooper, Australian Labradoodle. Sorry, Lainey. Yeah, so we met Cooper as well, and Mouse had come with her husband. So yeah, we had cake and a cuppa, sat outside in the sunshine. But I must admit, I just felt sick. I got myself into such a state, I just felt sick, and I looked at my cake and I looked at my cup of tea and I thought, I can't eat this, I can't drink this. I did it. Got myself calmed down. I mean, anybody who has anxiety or, gets themselves a wee bit worked up about things, you will know exactly where I am coming from. And I did get a message from Lainey that morning saying that her stomach was doing somersaults. I thought, right, it's not just me, it's her as well. But we had a lovely time. As I say, we've known each other online for a lot of years. We were actually trying to work out how long we'd known each other, but we couldn't put a time on it at all. But yeah, we chatted like old friends, and we all did a show and tell, took some bits with us, and I must apologise because Mouse wanted to see my study in blue and I forgot it. Which is just typical, isn't it? So yeah, I do apologise, Mouse, if you're watching this, for forgetting my study in blue. But yeah, it was really nice, really nice. I did suffer afterwards. I have to admit, I didn't feel very well. I didn't feel very well on Saturday evening. Didn't feel very well on Sunday, but that's just the way it is. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I stitched a gift each for them, and it was this freebie from Bluebird Needleworks, and it's Friends Needlewomen. I just picked out colours that were close because the DMC conversion were numbers that I'd never even heard of, which apparently they were only available, I believe, outside of Europe, and they're discontinued anyway. So if I can just show you on my iPad, because obviously I am still not editing. So there's mine just finished into little hoops, and they absolutely love them, which was really nice. So if I can just, as I say, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have already seen these. Lost? No, I haven't lost any. I thought I'd lost some. So that is me, Lainey in the middle, and Mouse on the end there. And then Cooper. He's a very cute dog. He didn't know where to put himself, bless him, he was so excited. He was barking and crying, he just didn't know what to do with himself because there were so many new people. And then that is Lainey and Mouse with their stitched gifts. And then this is the gift that I received from Lainey. That is so cute. I just love that sheep, the wellies, the scarf, and his little bobble hat with a sheep on it. He's absolutely adorable. So thank you so much, Lainey. And if I can find it, this is a picture that Lainey took of Mouse and I with the gifts that she gave us, and in the background we have no idea who that man is. He photobombed and we have no idea who he is. Some people have all the cheek, don't they? And then these are actually apparently part of a Christmas gift, but we've got bits early. So this is what I got from Mouse, a gift from Mouse. That is so damn sweet. Absolutely love it. So that's my favourite things: sheep, robins, squirrels, winter, snowmen. So yeah, we had an amazing time. It was stressful, but it was amazing. Absolutely loved it. And then I'm kind of like, I really miss Chris, my lovely friend Chris, who used to live nearby. Used to be able to get on a bus. I'd get off at a stop just going into the city where she lived, and she would come and pick me up. But now she's moved, so she's a bit further away, and me and buses. I certainly wouldn't go on a bus up there where she lives now. So I think that's it. I think I have shown you everything. I don't think there was anything else that I wanted to chat about. I'm very sorry this has been just... I feel like I've never done a floss tube before today, and I really do not know why. My brain is going, film it again. But if you don't like it, then just don't watch. But yeah, anyway, thank you to all those of you who keep coming back, who keep leaving me such lovely comments. It's always so lovely to read your comments and you know, what you think to things that I've shown and what have you. And again, thank you to the new subscribers as well. I don't suppose I'll stay at 800. I imagine it'll drop below again. But anyway, I made it. I may well try and do a giveaway next time. I didn't even realise I got to 800 until Angela had left me a comment to say that I got to 800. So yeah, That was quite a surprise, because I didn't think I'd even get there. So yeah, thank you. And I'm going to go because I'm just waffling needlessly, and this has been such a mess today. I'm so sorry. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in a couple of weeks' time. So take care of yourselves, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of summer, because it certainly feels like it's, well, it is still summer, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going because I'm making no sense at all. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.